Pubis. Second part of the hip bone that is known as pubis. Pubis that is situated anterior inferior part of the hip bone. It forms anterior 1/5 part of you can say acetabulum, and it forms anterior boundary of obturator foramen. Pubis that divide into three parts. Number 1, that is body of pubis. Number 2, that is superior ramus. And number 3, that is inferior ramus. Body of pubis. Body of pubis, that is you can say flattened from anterior to posterior. It has number 1, that is pubic crest. Pubic crest, that is very important for viva question in the hip bone. Pubic crest that forms superior border of you can say body of pubis. It gives attachment to rectus abdominis muscle. Origin to rectus abdominis, that is medial and lateral head of the rectus abdominis muscle. It also gives origin to pyramidalis muscle. Pyramidalis muscle, that is a small muscle, so it is rudimentary in human body. Pubic tubercle. Pubic tubercle, that is the lateral end of you can say pubic crest. It gives attachment to medial end of inguinal ligament like this. It also gives attachment to some fibers of cremaster muscle. Cremaster muscle that is present in males. Pubic tubercle that is crossed by spermatic cord. Because of this attachment, that is inguinal ligament attachment, spermatic cord, pubic tubercle that is very important landmark. Body of pubis has three surfaces: anterior surface, posterior surface, and medial surface. Anterior surface, that is you can say downward and forward. It gives attachment to anterior pubic ligament. It also gives muscular attachment, that is the muscles of medial compartment of the thigh. They are from above to down. Number 1, that is adductor longus. Adductor longus muscle originated in between pubic crest and pubic symphysis. Here you can see origin of adductor longus. Exactly below and lateral to it, there is another muscle of medial compartment origin, that is gracilis muscle. Lateral to the gracilis muscle, there is another medial compartment muscle, that is adductor brevis muscle. And near the margin of you can say obturator foramen, that give origin to obturator externus muscle. Posterior surface or you can say inner surface of the pubis, that is also known as pelvic surface. This pelvic surface that forms anterior wall of true pelvis, and it is related to urinary bladder. Pelvic surface of pubis that forms anterior wall of true pelvis, and it is related to urinary bladder. Muscular attachment of the pelvic surface. Pelvic surface that gives attachment to one pelvic diaphragm muscle, that is levator ani, anterior fibers. This pelvic surface also responsible for giving origin to, that is obturator internus. Because of presence of urinary bladder, In male, this pelvic surface give attachment to puboprostatic ligament, and in female, this pelvic surface give attachment to pubovesical ligament. Medial surface, that is also known as symphyseal surface, and this symphyseal surface that is responsible for formation of pubic symphysis with opposite hip bone. Pubic symphysis. Second part of pubis, that is superior ramus. What is the meaning of ramus? Ramus, that is part of the bone, or you can say branch of the bone. Pubis has two branches. Number one, superiorly, superior ramus. Number two, inferiorly, inferior ramus. Superior ramus extend from body of pubis up to the acetabulum, situated above the obturator foramen. It has three border and three surfaces. According to anatomical position, uppermost border, or you can say superior border, that is also known as pectineal line or pecten pubis. Pectineal line extends from pubic tubercle up to the iliopubic eminence. It forms part of arcuate line. Arcuate line, that is a line of true pelvis. Once again, pectineal line from here you can see pubic tubercle up to the iliopubic eminence, and it forms part of arcuate line. Here you can see arcuate line. Attachment of superior border. The superior border that gives attachment to conjoint tendon. What is the meaning of conjoint tendon? Conjoint tendon, that is a combined tendon of internal oblique and transversus abdominis muscle. It gives attachment to ligaments like lacunar ligament, pectineal ligament. It also gives origin to one important muscle, that is pectineus muscle. And it also gives attachment to fascia covering the pectineus muscle. In short, it is pectineal line, pectineal muscle, pectineal fascia, and pectineal ligament. This pectineal line also responsible for giving insertion to psoas minor muscle. Psoas minor, that is a rudimentary, or you can say vestigial muscle in our abdominal region. Inferior border. Inferior border of the ramus of pubis, superior ramus, that is from boundary of obturator foramen. Third border, that is anterior border of superior ramus of the pubis. Anterior border, that is from pubic tubercle up to the acetabular notch. This one known as anterior border. Surfaces of superior ramus. There are, you can say, three surfaces of superior ramus. Here you can see first one, pectineal surface. Pectineal surface, it is, you can say, somewhat triangular in shape, and it is situated in between superior border and anterior border. This one, that is pectineal surface. This surface extends up to iliopubic eminence. Second surface of the ramus of pubis, that is pelvic surface, or you can say inner surface. This pelvic surface continuous with the pelvic surface of body of pubis. This pelvic surface crossed by ductus deferens in male and round ligament of uterus in female. Third surface of, you can say, ramus of pubis, that is known as obturator surface. This obturator surface situated in between anterior border and inferior border. This is, you can say, obturator surface, and this obturator surface shows one groove that is known as obturator groove. And this obturator groove responsible for give passage to obturator vessels and obturator nerve.